All right, let's get right into it. If you're an entrepreneur, you probably know this feeling all too well. It's a weird paradox, isn't it? The more successful your business gets, the less time and freedom you actually have. You started this whole thing to be free, but somehow you've just built yourself a really nice cage, working these insane hours while your personal life just kind of fades into the background. We're going to talk about how to break that cycle for good. This quote from author Dan Martell, it just hits home, right? It perfectly captures that moment so many founders hit, what he calls the pain line. It's that point where the business you built to, save your life, well, it starts to ruin it. Your health takes a hit, your relationships start to crack, and you just feel completely trapped. That get stuff done attitude that got you off the ground, it's now the very thing that's holding you prisoner. So the big question is, how do you get out of this trap? Well, it all starts with a huge mental shift. I'm talking about a fundamentally new way of thinking about why you even hire people in the first place. And here it is. This is the core idea. You have to stop thinking of hiring as just another expense to fuel growth. Instead, you need to see it as an investment in your most valuable, absolutely non-renewable asset, your time. Think about it. You're trading money, which you can always make more of, for time, which you can never get back. That's the real game changer. So how do we put this mindset into action? With a really simple, repeatable process called the buyback loop. It's a cycle you can run over and over. First, you've got to figure out where your time is actually going. Step 2, you transfer all that low-value, energy-draining work off your plate. And then, and this is so important, you fill that new free time with activities that truly move the needle for your business. And, just as important, actually light you up. Now, to kick off that loop, you're going to need a map. You have to see exactly where your time is going. And that's where this first tool comes in. It's called the drip matrix. And honestly, it's an incredibly powerful way to visualize your entire workload. The matrix itself is super simple but really effective. You've got 2 axes. The vertical one is all about makes you money, going from low to high. The horizontal axis is lights you up. Basically, how much energy and passion does a task give you? Every single thing you do, from answering an email to closing a huge deal, can be plotted somewhere on this map. So these 2 axes create 4 quadrants, and they spell out the word drip. D is for delegate. These are the low-value tasks that just suck the life out of you, like managing your inbox or dealing with invoices. R is for replace. These are high-value tasks that you're good at, but you just don't enjoy anymore. Maybe it's those sales calls you used to love. I is for invest. Low return right now, but they energize you, like mentoring a new hire. And finally, P is for production. This is the sweet spot. High value, high energy work. This is where you should live. This is your genius zone. Okay, so this is crucial. Where do you start? Right here. The tasks in that delegation quadrant are the absolute lowest hanging fruit. I mean, they're energy vampires that give you almost nothing in return. Getting these off your plate as fast as possible creates instant momentum and frees up so much mental space. So how do you actually do this? You run what's called a time and energy audit. It's simple. For a week or 2, just log every single task you do. Then go back through that list. Give each task a score of 1 to 4 dollar signs for how much money it generates. Then color it green if it gave you energy or red if it drained you. You see where I'm going with this? Any red task with only $1 sign, that's your immediate hit list for delegation. Okay, so once you know what you need to get off your plate, the very next question is how, right? Because you can't just hand off everything at once. You need a smart, sequential path to follow. And for that, we have our second tool, the replacement ladder. I want you to think of this ladder as your step-by-step guide to climbing out of the daily grind. It's a proven sequence for transferring ownership in your company, and it's designed so that each step you take actually pays for the next one. So, how do you know which rung of the ladder you're on? It's easy. The key is your dominant feeling about the business right now. It's like your internal compass. If you feel stuck in the day-to-day weeds, your next hire is an admin to take over your inbox and calendar. If your growth feels stalled, you probably need someone to own product delivery and support. Each feeling points you directly to the next person you need to hire. And listen, this is so important. This is not an org chart. It's a sequence. You can't skip the rungs. I mean, trying to hire a marketing lead when you're still drowning in your own chaotic calendar is a total recipe for disaster. You have to start at the bottom. The time and money you buy back from that first hire is what funds your climb to the next one. Let's make this super concrete with rung number 1. Most entrepreneurs feel stuck right here. Your inbox is just a constant fire hose of other people's problems and priorities.
So the key hire is an administrative assistant. Their very first job is to completely own your inbox and your calendar. And the outcome? You stop being a public to-do list for the entire world, and you finally get to control your own agenda again.
All right, these tools are great, but they're useless if they just sit on a shelf, right? The real key is turning all of this into a habit, into a weekly rhythm. And that is exactly what the weekly freedom drill is for. Every single week, you can run this simple play. Number 1, audit. Spend just 30 minutes looking back at your calendar. Find those red, low-value tasks. Number 2, transfer. Pick just one of those tasks to get off your plate this week. Delete it, automate it, or delegate it. Just get it gone. And number 3, fill. Go into next week's calendar and proactively block out time for your high-energy, high-value production work. This is how you turn buying back time from a nice idea into a regular practice.
Now, this might sound a little extreme at first, but the ultimate goal here is to get to a point where someone else is handling about 95% of what you're currently doing. I know, it's a big number, but that's how you truly free yourself up to focus on the 2 or 3 things that only you can do, the work that will build an empire and, more importantly, give you your life back.
So I want to leave you with this one question. Let's forget about 95% for just a second. What if you used this system to buy back just 5 hours next week? That's only 1 hour a day. What would you do with it? Would you finally tackle that breakthrough project? Would you spend it with your family? Or would you just think? The answer to that question tells you everything you need to know about what you're truly working for.